The wet towel around my head will protect me. With headgear like this, I can dare to plunge into the inferno.
Aha. Okay. Dann versuchen wir das mal. Da war ich ja doch schon richtig hier. Ich hätte es nur noch mal triggern müssen, hier den Dialog. Okay, benutze die Axt. Muss ich sie erst auswählen?
The axe works perfectly as a wedge, but it might be useful out here as well.
Ja, ich auch.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That means that first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
Mhm. Dreh den Hebel mit der Axt. Oh, kommst du dran?
It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Oh nein. Und was ist mit der Axt? Benutze die Axt. Wie macht man das
The
jetzt?
axe works perfectly.
Nochmal.
Not a chance. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Wie mache ich das? Ich kann noch nicht mehr zurückkriechen. Oh, was ist das? Doch, ich kann wieder zurückkriechen. Ich brauche jetzt also irgendwas, womit ich das erreiche. Und ich hätte gedacht, das ist die Axt. Vor zur Hölle.
Hell could hardly be worse.
Aha. Ich habe noch das Handtuch. Und ansonsten... Was ist denn...
Matt's wooden pistol. I better confiscate it.
Ja, was ist, wenn ich ihm die jetzt wieder gebe? Ob er dann vielleicht keine Angst mehr hat und mir hilft? Ich meine, jetzt sitzen wir beide so tief in der Scheiße. Jetzt macht es auch keinen Unterschied mehr, ob das Kind mir hilft oder nicht.
Matt saw something. It could prove to be very useful. But if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to use that information in this lifetime.
Mhm. Moment. Ach so, ich habe ja schon die Holzpistole. Gib Matt die Holzpistole. Gute Idee. Fühlt er sich vielleicht sicherer?
Matt, look.
Thanks.
Cover me, okay?
No problem.
Okay. Trotzdem fehlt mir noch irgendwas, womit ich jetzt den Hebel erreichen kann. Betrachte Matt unter dem Tisch. Schaue aus dem Fenster. Okay, was haben wir hier hinten noch? Die Tür lassen wir mal schön zu. Da geht er eh nicht raus. Warum es Englisch ist? Oder meinst du Kamedum? We're in the 60s. Yes, we are. It feels a little bit strange. Meinst du, warum die Leute im Chat teilweise Englisch reden oder warum das Spiel auf Englisch ist?
The boiler is under extreme pressure and there's nobody to control it. It's all up to me.
1964, you suppose, okay. Das Spiel, weil ich gefragt habe und die Leute wollten das Spiel gerne auf Englisch spielen. Also wir haben in letzter Zeit oft Spiele auf Englisch gespielt. Wir haben auch oft ein paar minderjährige Zuschauer, die dann zum Beispiel auch schon mal sagen, hey, sie schreiben bald eine Englischarbeit, dann machen wir auch schon mal einen Stream auf Englisch. Oder sowas halt. 1960 was the last train lane which changed to electric, and 1965 was the last steam locomotive active. Ah, okay. Geh in den nächsten Wagen. Ja, irgendwas ist hier vorne. Wo habe ich was vergessen? Öffne die Tür. Habe ich es nur irgendwie falsch gemacht vielleicht? Wie der da hängt, finde ich schon irgendwie witzig, ne? Robbe zurück. Nein. Benutze die Axt. Da unten mit. Benutze Portemonnaie. Die Axt. Du kannst doch mit der Axt verdammte Hacke da runtergreifen. Nicht zurückrobben.
Not a chance. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Musst du ja auch nicht.
I bought it second-hand last week. I like it because it's a new one.
Ja, super. Die Gedanken zum Portemonnaie jetzt. Die Musik ist sehr laut. It's true for the main lines, which is where the Orient Express would go. That's no problem. That's fine. My stream is always in English and German. And the chat can decide if we are talking in English or if we are talking in German. And I have sometimes English viewers, so... Verdammte Axt! Aber wirklich, verdorri! Mensch, dreh den Hebel!
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
I see the problem, but you haven't... God damn it, axe! Fuck! Verdorri. Wisst ihr was? Ich werde noch mal ganz kurz die Einstellungen ändern auf Maus. Vielleicht kriege ich es einfach nur gerade damit nicht hin. Klassisch. Yep. So, Spiel fortsetzen. Jetzt, Fadori, dreh den Hebel.
Not a chance. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Okay, was haben wir da?
Not a chance. Even if I could... Not a... Even if I...
Wir haben nur die Möglichkeit zurückzurobben. Wirklich. Come on! Wieso ging das vorher nicht?
That should do the trick.
Mhm.
The coupling won't release because it's under too much tension.
Die Perspektive. Oh Mann. Not a chance. A chance is the new nothing. Yes, it is.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Der hat einen größeren Kopf als er.
It was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Wir haben neue Musik freigeschaltet. Das ist gut, weil die Alte ist mir vorhin schon ein bisschen auf den Senkel gegangen. Der Steward.
Achoo!
Da wäre ich auch unterm Tisch geblieben.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
Heh, no. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew.
Mhm.
Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look.
Mhm.
Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting.
Ohne den kommt er wohl nicht weiter.
And here, a ticket for...
For the cruise!
What?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Oh mein Gott, jetzt
It's evident.
steigen wir auf den Zug.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the
Schönes Hemd.
envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh, the ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back on the track. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to eliminate the other one.
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
Ups.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted by that damned letter.
How
Gute Nacht,
did you
Rejja. Schlaf
know?
schön, träume schön jetzt.
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
Aber jetzt habe ich es verdient mitzukommen.
And what about the ship? I have earned the right to join you.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind.
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high. Enjoy your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large.
Das Gesicht.
We're here.
Nächste Episode. Die Frage ist nur, ob das jetzt schon das nächste Kapitel ist.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent telegram from Paris.
Die Haare sind auch gut von dem.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train. I'm to return to Paris and explain myself.
But sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might.
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received it. Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Warum habe ich die ganze Zeit gedacht, als der im Auto bei dem saß, bei dem Hemd, was er trägt, dass der Bermuda-Shorts mit bunten Blumen trägt? Habt ihr das nicht auch erwartet? Ich habe das erwartet. Als ich dieses wunderbare senffarbene Hemd gesehen habe, dachte ich, und dazu schöne, bunte Bermuda-Shorts. Wir machen schließlich eine Kreuzfahrt.
I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
Habe ich doch gesagt. Also, wenn er wirklich jemanden erschossen hat... Ich bin immer noch nicht überzeugt, dass er nicht selber vielleicht jetzt der neue Rabe ist. Oder der Erbe des Raben.
But what do you mean by that?
Let us assume just for a moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? No. They wanted to revel in a successful manhunt. And it was the best thing that could have happened to the Raven. The search for him was over. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling kilometers away.
And now he's back? And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters. Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers. You can't seriously intend to stake your reputation on such weak evidence.
My reputation rests on something that I probably did not do. I have to find out who's behind all this.
Why does Constable Oliver have a problem with me?
I think he's jealous. Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you too.
Das ist eine süße Übersetzung. Und ich kann sie nicht auch noch tragen, aber ich kann sie nicht noch auf meinen Schultern sitzen haben. Irgendwie niedlich.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war. I personally took it out of the bank vault, and Professor Lucien certified that it was the real thing.
And while a fake jewel was sent by train,
the real one was brought here in an armored car.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for potential thieves.
Commendable.
Aber wenn man schon so einen Aufwand betreibt, dann sollte man doch nicht 2 Schlüssel im gleichen Zug mitgeben, oder? Also der Professor und die Baronin haben ihre Abteile direkt nebeneinander. Ist doch kein Problem, die beiden hintereinander in Reihenfolge zu bestehlen.
Let's review. One of the 2 most valuable jewels in the world was stolen. Obviously, the second one will be next. And you suspect a legendary burglar who's been dead for 5 years.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there, in a safe that requires 3 keys. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just 1 key left. The Baroness's.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look, you can keep your eyes open for me here on the wharf. That'd be most grateful. But when this ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board.
But, Inspector,
We're dealing with a dangerous man, and I will pursue him regardless of the consequences. I won't let you get mixed up in this affair.
it's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine, and I've already made it. Good day, Constable Zellner.
Wer hat denn hier bitte seinen Arsch aufs Spiel gesetzt? Ich habe den letzten Wagen abgekoppelt. Ich bin auf den Wagen aufgesprungen, um das Kind zu retten. Ich habe mordsmäßig viele Informationen gesammelt. Und ich liege dann schwer auf seinen Schultern? Der hat's ja wohl nicht mehr alle. Boah. Der will mich echt nicht dabei haben. Ich bin zu gut für ihn. Ich bin einfach zu gut. Guck mal.
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off.
Oh, da hier ist me.
Constable Oliver seems to be the way he reacted.
So. Reden wir mit ihm.
Hello, Constable Olivier.
It's Oliver.
Ich habe keinen Bock, mich bei dem einzuschleimen.
Did
So.
Legrand tell you about his theory? That it could be the real Raven?
Of course he did. We're partners.
But the modus operandi doesn't fit at all. The Raven wasn't a bomber.
We have the letter. And the feather. That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
You would know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
What was me?
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself up?
You threw the bomb away, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you pretty well.
What?
That is ridiculous.
Ja,
Is it?
lächerlich.
Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand didn't. And I didn't. Think about it.
Da stehe ich nun. Genieße die Aussicht. Ach, das können wir auch machen. Das können wir natürlich mal machen. Genießen wir mal die Aussicht.
The sea is quiet today. Ideal conditions for a cruise.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to see the sights in Venice. Paperwork served up by my Italian colleagues took up most of the day.
Six. Jetzt weiß ich, was du meinst. Mit die Markise sieht seltsam aus. Ja, tut sie. Das Spiel ist doch ab 6. Mach doch kein FSK 18 Content daraus. So, mal
I'll
raus.
be marching up this gangway today, no matter what. Someone has to stop that damn bomber before he endangers more people.
Tritt das Schiff.
I don't want to run into Legrand before I have something new to report. Otherwise, he'll send me back to shore.
Also ich hab's nicht gesucht. Ich hab's erst gefunden, nachdem der Syx es gefunden und mich quasi drauf gestoßen hat. Seht dir die Markise an. Ein drittes Schiff. So wohl nicht. Wollen wir uns das Schiff erstmal angucken? Oh, was ist mit dem da? Der Kapitän.
The captain greets each of the passengers as though they were old friends.
Schön. Aber ich hier über den Kran irgendwie dahin komme?
In my younger years, I might have considered abseiling from the crane down to the ship. But those days are long past.
Oh, ich hätte es immer noch gemacht so. Geh zum Auto der jungen Frau.